Right. This is perfect. So you pick the Fiora Mid. That's a horrible matchup, but there you go. So you pick the Fiora Mid, right? You pick it as early as possible to make sure that they try and counter pick you top. So this time it's Garen, right? He's gonna run Ignite Garen, and then he's gonna find out that he's played a counter pick, and he's actually playing into Aurora. So he's gonna be kind of pissed. We need PTA here. This is my room page setup, playing into these ranged mid laners. Just about all the games are ranged mid laners, which it does suck, but if you think about it, top lane, like when you lock Fiora top, she doesn't have many good matchups up there. And most of the time in the early game, she's forced to sit back, right? You sit back and you scale. You don't do much in the game until later on. They'll lock like Darius or Garen and stuff like that. Champs that you kind of struggle in, especially when they take Ignite in the early. But in mid, they do all that normally. That's the norm. So now you just have to play around the norm, which should be fine because you're used to playing it in top. Apart from in mid, you don't have to worry about being weak side. There is no such thing as weak side in mid. Now Akshan, wait, you started that? You should have started E. If he starts E, he has so much pressure here. But he did not. That's fine. Let's try and farm up as much as we can. So, running the new strategy with Joe, Jack of all trades, is crazy. Right, in mid. It works so well in the mid strategy. Because you're almost always going boots and defensive first in order to eke out a bit of extra damage. So you take your D-Blade, because they changed D-Blade from the healing from being an ability to being Omnivamp. That's not bad, we'll take that. You see, you took minion aggro as well. A decent trade. But yeah, with these mid matchups, right, he's gonna have push on me most of the game, right? Where he should do. He should be able to have mid lane prio just about all game. We want to keep the wave here, so we walked up to it so it doesn't have far to move. That way he's forced to stay here, trying to make him uncomfortable. I want to make him use his ward, basically. Unfortunately, his champion does push pretty hard. He did just auto-attack me and tank a little bit of minion aggro there. We might drop some farm, we might drop some, you know... The thing is, dropping farm and stuff is not a big deal. It's actually really overextended for this. Oh, that's a really good trade. We'll take that, because look, we get to keep mid lane exactly where it is. And that means he still has to be overextended. He's definitely placed his ward by now. He'd have to check. But this is so good. This is a good position to be in. Like, similar health to a range champ. We're down a little bit of farm, but not too much. But yeah, the thing is with mid, if you die once, die twice, you don't get run down. Unlike in top, where if you die once, like, the game is over, your wave is screwed. Is he actually coming in on that? He's crazy, he loses. Okay, right, we'll let him flash away there. It's actually good. Mid-wave management is so much easier than top lane wave management. We get boots and we'll get cloth armor. Now with Jack of all trades, that now puts us at 5 stacks, giving us 10 adaptive force, which is 6 AD, right? So now we've built defensive and maneuverability, so we can run him down quite easily with extra movement speed and armor. Plus we've got just over half a longsword. This is perfect. See, look, we've kept the wave. He's flashless, and your junglers will come into mid like so often here. He's just dead. Now, yes, we can't push this. It's mid, and you could probably push it into tower easier, but I don't want to. I want to trim this wave, because ultimately at this point, what's so powerful about wave management in mid is if we're able to keep this wave here, what's going to happen is he's going to have to keep overextending for it. Either that or he's going to have to do a roam. He's got to choose either roam or commit back to mid. So we'll keep 3 minions alive. We'll pull off to the side over here. Kind of hover our Lee Sin. Get a ward here, make sure enemy jungler's not here. And look, he's had to walk up really far. He's going to look to trade with me. Yeah, okay. And he's dead. He's just fucked up his ability. He got really cocky. Yeah, nice. Okay, now we can look to push. I feel like we win it though. I have all... There is a red buff Gwen, which is a little bit rough. And bot has first move, but I think they're both low. If Blitz just like lands one hook, we just blow up Seraphine with we all heal back. I think this is winnable, but in this situation the team doesn't believe, so we will we'll leave it. We don't need to take the massive risk, I guess. Lee Sin is really fed now after a double kill in mid. But look, we got full plated steel caps, right? And what is amazing about this is you actually have a really good lane quest. Like, unlike in top lane you will not feel your lane quest until super late in the game. By then, the game's usually over. But in this, as long as you get your boots, you will get your tier 3 boots and fast recall. Now, tier 3 boots are broken. I'm not gonna lie, they feel like the most powerful thing in the game right now. Especially on a champ like Fiora, because she usually lacks a little bit of survivability. She doesn't have any shields, stuff like that. The ability to get a physical damage shield is just absurd on this champ. This champ absolutely loves it for the early game. Honestly, it doesn't matter the trade here. As long as we take a trade, it's good. Because look, he's still got to overextend, because look at the wave state. And our jungler's back mid again. Oh, fantastic. Clinical. Splendid. So any trade was good, because we knew we were getting help. And we had ult. If we really needed to use it, we could have just ulted and healed up, basically. We're actually going to move for this. So in this situation, this is literally one of the best things about mid, is you can impact the map everywhere. As soon as you get lane priority, just move. And look, he's completely out of position. He should just die. There's no way he ignites me, okay. That's good. Kill for Aurora, fantastic. And look, we're impacting the other lanes before 10 minutes in the game. We've used one teleport to get back to lane, and we're still able to move around. And Fiora's got amazing dueling potential, and actually I do think she's not bad in fighting in groups nowadays, or like early skirmishes. She's really nice. And so it's great for getting objectives around like Dragon, and it means your opponent always has to think about, oh, she has parry, so I can't use this yet, right? That's honestly one of her strongest strengths in a team fight, especially an early team fight like this. Like, we'll make sure to ping that Akshan's missing. It is important that you keep up with the pings against Akshan. He can easily roam out and just disappear. So, but look, we can see him mid here. Our bot lane's died. I was considering teleporting down for that, but I think it's better I didn't. She traded 1 for 1. Ultimately, they might get some plates, but I think it's worth it. Right, we can move here. Look, the wave state's perfect. It's set to freeze. We'll make sure Lee Sin can go in and do his work just fine. What? Lee? Lee? Hang around. We should have just come back to mid a bit sooner. I wasn't expecting Lee to do that, but if I just ran straight back instead of watching Lee, I would have picked up more. But look, we'll slow push this here, and this is a hard lane matchup. Akshan, like, if you remember the times of Akshan top, like, it was completely unplayable, right? We really struggled into that lane matchup. But in mid, it's so different, because your jungler is always around. Like, whether he's top side, whether he's bot side, whether top side's weak side or bot side's weak side, it doesn't matter, because mid always gets attention, and Fiora loves that extra support in the early game, where she's weakest. Fiora is weakest at the early game, and in this meta, oh my god, wait, are we dead? Oh shit, he's got ignite. Yeah, I fucked it. Oh, come on. Oh. One auto attack away. Yeah, I fucked that up. That was my bad. Probably not give Akshan any more kills is probably best. But we can take some big trades with them now. We've got a lot of damage. See, this is one... Honestly, what I love about mid is even if the matchup's going bad, you either roam, or you roam down and you just fake roam, and then they walk into you. Like, if they don't have good vision control in that bush down at the bottom there that we just went and put a ward in, what'll happen is we can pretend to roam, and we can just walk down and hide in the bush, and then when they try and follow the roam, assassin champions specifically love to follow roams. They hate being out roamed. So if you just go and wait there, then they're forced to gap close. It's just fantastic. I don't know if we're gonna get anything here. No, this is a waste. But Akshan looks like he's moved as well. There he is. See, look. He doesn't have vision in the bush. We just get a free trade. I was looking to parry that. That was my bad. Right, we'll hover around here. At this point, he can't get back to lane. He cannot get back to lane. And this is so powerful about mid. You can't do something like that in top. It's not really doable. There's too many ways around. But in mid, you can do that. Fantastic. Right, we got the role quest. See, 13 minutes into the game, and now we're basically a tank. Like with upgraded plated steel caps, the extra physical damage shield is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Especially against something like Akshan and AD carry and stuff like that. Obviously you get even more value from this if your opponents overstack one damage type. But it just gives us that extra survivability that we're not building. Because obviously Fiora loves to build damage. You build your Ravenous Hydra, your Trinity, stuff like that. But ultimately this one item upgraded gives you far more defensive stats than it probably should. He's got static shiv. That was bad by me. But ultimately he missed cannon, so it was right. Fantastic. See, once we get Tiamat, we can really match the wave clear. Now we've got extra fast recall. Honestly, at this point the game doesn't matter, we can snowball so hard. Extra fast recall means we're gonna make it here without having to use teleport pretty quickly. The new home guards changes are so broken in mid, even if you die, you're back before the wave. Even like, I should probably be going for the farm, but actually he's worth gold again. Big flash. Akshan flash here is worth this CS for sure. We'll take that. Our bot lane's struggling. This is not good. He can just sit here. He's pushed the wave. He's gonna miss cannon now because of this. He's gonna go for it. We cancel his ability. Save it for Lee. Fantastic. We could have obviously killed him there, but actually it's better that we get these early champions ahead because they are so reliant on snowball. Whereas we're gonna be really strong. We're already really strong. Ravenous Hydra plus these super powerful boots that essentially make us into a little mini tank. It's like it literally gives you a ribbon shield for physical damage. It's crazy. It is really crazy. Okay, we'll take the Rift Herald from him. It's not the mean thing to do, it just makes sense because our champ prefers to be in the side lane, and most people don't use the Rift Herald very well. They don't drop it down at the right time. Let's see, in this situation, when Dragon's up, we're missing Kai'Sa, and we don't have any vision or prio down in the bot side. We're going to Herald hit into mid here, because this is going to force all of the opponents into mid. Right? This is a great way of trying to get them out to remove their vision. Oh, fantastic blitz. That was really nice. He actually gets out, but look. Mr. Rift Herald has forced their whole team into mid. And so now we don't have to worry about vision because we know they're not hiding. Lee? Okay, that guy's crazy. Because we don't have to fight yet. We just have to reclaim control of the vision. That's what the Rift Herald was for. It got us plates. It got us complete control of this river area. Fantastic. And that's how Rift Herald should be used. Garen? Does he have Ignite? Yeah, he does. We're going to have to ult. See, even with the level lead, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. These boots are just way too good. Level lead plus Ignite, like if, let's say we were the enemy top laner and we were a level down on Garen without these boots, we'd just die. We would die to that. Someone else down here. Just playing really aggressive. Doesn't look like it. Ooh. Place the ward. You got the fast recall, which really helps with split pushing. It means you can be really safe. And honestly, that's another massive benefit. Like, having to take an 8-second recall instead of a 4 is... I mean, that's 4 seconds that you saved that you can now spend either getting back to a side lane or getting to your team or getting wherever you need. 4 seconds is so broken. Saving time is so important in this game. Plus home guards, I mean, it's just broken. For tempo and split push, it's just so broken. This guy is, I think it's just given up. He's just going for farm now. No, let me just kill him. See you later. Yeah, in terms of tempo, home guards plus extra fast recall, it can make up the difference in XP. You can get to the XP so much faster than a top laner can. So, as you'll see, we'll actually start to out-tempo the top laners anyway. Even with an increase in XP, we still out-tempo them. As long as we don't make mistakes and stuff like that, you will keep up with top laners. Obviously up until 18, but the point is you don't make the game go to level 20. This is a good fight. He didn't even get through our boot shield. Yeah, we got a perfect flank here. This is really good. Okay, we weren't really needed, I guess. They won the fight, but it's better to be safe than sorry. We'll go for the top lane here. This is something mid laners are terrible at in comparison to the people that play top. We know how to side lane, we know how to split push. Mid laners, they don't. They care too much about joining the team too fast. Champions like Syndra and your mages, especially like Malzahar, become really useless if they're stuck to the side lane. But someone's got to match you, you know? And with a lot of top laners not taking as much teleport anymore, and Morley just having it as their third summoner on a really high cooldown, these mages, which are only useful at one thing, and that is team fighting, Malzahar, press R on the opponent. If they can't do that because they're locked into the side lane with you, their whole champ is completely useless. And so it doesn't matter if you're ahead or behind, as long as you're split pushing in the mid game. Like, your mid game macro has to be really good, but if you've got it, then you'll dominate. So this is the build that I like to run right now. I'm loving the Ravenous Hydra and tier 3 boots plus Endless Hunger, which just got a buff, which is crazy because it wasn't being used enough on people. So they gave it an extra 5 AD, so it's now got the same AD. We gotta decide. I think we gotta just go top. Here's the choice. Because we don't have teleport, we have to make the choice here. But I think choosing top is the right call. We can take this whole tower. Yeah. Our team's strong enough that they can fight by themselves, even if down. Because we've got the team into that kind of position. We've completely made Akshan a useless champ this game, because he was stuck in lane while we were roaming. Every time he roamed, he got punished. His wave was awful. I got the extra plate. It's all, oh my god, am I getting all into? I actually missed the parry there. Actually, I don't think I did. Oh shit, wait. I thought that was my teammate. It was not Aurora. Are we dead? Oh my god. I might have to flash here. Yeah, I can't take one more order. Oh shit, Twitch. Twitch is gonna catch us actually. If he presses Q and goes invisible again, I think he catches us. Oh, wait, she's using ult? Okay. That felt like we're gonna have to run all the way back. Twitch is gonna follow us all the way down. And it's not worth giving away a shutdown to him. Yeah, see, look, he's still following. We'll be very safe. We'll recall back here. But this is idea of good macro. Like, we didn't have teleport, so we knew we really had to put the pressure on. Right, we'll build a bit of magic resist here. Like, going Hex Drinker is great. So, right now, we've got double shield. Kaiser, this is not worth. If Akshan revives, this is really not worth, yeah. Oh my god. Wow. So this Kaiser is doing a little bit of throwing there. Just getting a little too confident. So we're back on the bot side. We have teleport up while Baron is up, which is really what we wanted. So now we don't have to put the pressure on too hard because we've got teleport. If we didn't have teleport, like if you take your foot off of their neck for 1 second, they will just go Baron. But because we have teleport, we can be a little bit safe. Shit, why is Twitch here? My team should just go Baron. Is he actually coming for me? There's no way. Right, well, with Garen down here with no teleport, we're just gonna go up. Twitch is down here, so we just teleport up. We'll just force this. This may seem bad, but because Garen has no TP and it's on the wrong side of the map, we can just force it. And we're pretty strong. Nice. That's a fantastic hook by Blitz while Kaiser's off trolling again. Right, we're gonna hold this for the team. We don't have to be the one to carry the team fight. Me and Lee can just swap between his cooldowns, come back up. Now we'll run back. But look, see, Garen has literally made his way from bot to mid. And that's just based on us knowing his teleport cooldown. So we knew we could just force it. And with the wave push there, in all fairness, it's actually worth it. That is actually worth it. He got the bounty for that, so it's definitely worth. Ryze is the one matchup I really hate playing into in mid, because not only is he probably the best champion in the game at the moment, obviously his CC is very hard to parry, it's very hard to beat, he can get really tanky and do a lot of damage. Akshan, that was rough, dude. Hello Twitch. This is good, Blitz just hits. Okay, Blitz misses her, but it's fine. Why did he flash? I'll never know. But how do you beat mages in mid? Oh, I never take D-Shield. I'm gonna say it. D-Shield is awful. I just love the fact that just about all mages, all powerful mages, on their ults or one of their abilities is key to keep opponents away. Specifically stuff like Syndra, stuff like Lux, Orianna. Not Orianna. Yeah, Orianna, I guess. Oh my god, wait. No, we're fine. We're fine. The team is here, we're good. Seraphine's dead. Oh my god, did you see that damage? Holy crap. I think we can end here. Pretty sure we can. But essentially, mages have to use an ability, like a stun or something, to keep you away. Oh my god, they're so screwed. This is game. They have to use an ability to keep you away. But Fiora has a parry button. So, just stun them. It's so powerful. Mid Fiora is so powerful. Give it a go yourselves, guys. See you next time.